Deep in the remote mountains and forests of Central Asia, there have been reports of a mysterious creature, half human, half beast, that has captured the imaginations of cryptozoologists and adventurers alike. Known as the Almas, this elusive humanoid cryptid is said to resemble an early human or proto-human, with reports stretching across centuries and from various parts of Central Asia. The Almas are often described as being covered in fur, walking upright, and displaying characteristics that are both distinctly human and unsettlingly wild. But who or what are these creatures? The legend of the Almas is rooted in the folklore of Central Asia, particularly among the indigenous peoples of the Altai Mountains and the regions of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. The name Almas is thought to come from the Mongolian word for wild man, or man of the forest, and stories of these creatures date back hundreds, if not thousands of years. In ancient texts, the Almas is sometimes referred to as a wild man of the mountains, and locals speak of encounters with this strange creature, which is said to inhabit remote and inaccessible places far from human settlements. Descriptions of the Almas vary, but they often share common features. Eyewitness accounts describe the creature as standing around 6 to 7 feet tall, with a broad, muscular frame. Its body is often said to be covered in coarse, dark hair, and its face is human-like, with a broad forehead, large eyes, and a prominent nose. The creature is often depicted as having long arms and a hunched posture, although it is capable of walking upright. The Almas is said to be a nocturnal creature, typically avoiding contact with humans, but it is known to leave behind footprints and occasionally make its presence known with eerie howls or growls. What sets the Almas apart from other cryptids, such as Bigfoot or the Yeti, is its ambiguous nature. Some researchers suggest that the Almas may be a remnant population of early humans, like Neanderthals or Homo erectus, which somehow survived into modern times. Others believe the creature is a form of undiscovered primate, a missing link between humans and the great apes. There are even theories that the Almas could be a descendant of ancient human ancestors, isolated from the rest of humanity for thousands of years in the rugged wilderness of Central Asia. Despite the many reports and sightings, the Almas remains elusive, and no conclusive evidence has ever been found to prove the creature's existence. Various expeditions have been launched to search for the Almas, but these missions have mostly ended in frustration, with no physical evidence or body ever recovered. Some skeptics argue that the Almas is merely a myth, a product of local folklore and imagination. They suggest that the creatures people are encountering are simply large, unidentified animals, perhaps bears or wild primates, mistaken for something more extraordinary. However, there are those who point to the consistency of the reports and the number of encounters over the years as evidence that something more mysterious is at play. In particular, the Almas has been linked to a phenomenon known as cryptid gigantism, in which normal animals are reported to grow to unusual sizes, leading people to believe they are encountering something beyond the ordinary. Some also speculate that the Almas could be a form of human-primate hybrid, a creature that might have evolved separately from the rest of humanity and adapted to life in the wild. There have also been reports of the Almas being captured or briefly seen by locals. In one of the most well-known incidents in the early 20th century, a group of hunters in the Altai Mountains claimed to have encountered an Almas. They reported seeing the creature's large, human-like footprint and its strange half-human cry. Another report came from a Soviet expedition in the 1950s, in which researchers claimed to have found evidence of an Almas in the form of unusual footprints, scat, and broken tree branches, though they were unable to capture or photograph the creature itself. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, stories of the Almas persist to this day. Some locals continue to report sightings of the creature in the forests and mountains of Central Asia, with a few even claiming to have encountered it face to face. These reports often describe the Almas as a shy, elusive creature that avoids humans, but is also capable of displaying incredible strength and agility. Whether it is a relic of humanity's distant past or a completely unknown species, the mystery of the Almas continues to fascinate and intrigue those who dare to seek answers. In recent years, interest in the Almas has surged, with cryptozoologists and adventurers traveling to the remote regions of Central Asia in search of the creature. While the evidence remains scant, the mystery surrounding the Almas serves as a reminder of the vast, unexplored wilderness that still exists on Earth. It is possible that hidden among the snow-capped mountains and dense forests of Central Asia, creatures like the Almas may still roam, waiting to be discovered or perhaps waiting to remain elusive, a shadowy figure from humanity's forgotten past. In addition to the sightings and footprints, there have been occasional claims of the Almas leaving behind strange nests or shelters in remote areas. These structures are described as rudimentary, built from branches, leaves, and other forest materials. Some suggest that these nests could be a sign of an intelligent, semi-human creature, as the building of such shelters would require a level of problem-solving and forethought. The fact that these nests are often found high in the mountains, away from human settlements, adds to the mystery. Could they truly be created by an unknown humanoid cryptid? Or are they just the handiwork of other animals, such as bears or primates? One particularly curious aspect of Alma's sightings is the creature's interaction with local wildlife. There are reports from hunters and travelers who have encountered the Almas and noticed that animals in the area seem to react differently when it is nearby. Dogs, for instance, are said to become unnervingly quiet or even agitated in the presence of the Almas. Some locals even believe that the Almas has a special connection with certain animals, particularly large predators such as tigers or wolves, and that it may even be able to communicate with them. These anecdotes contribute to the belief that the Almas is not only a humanoid cryptid, but a creature that is deeply integrated into the ecosystem of Central Asia's wild regions. Historically, there have been connections drawn between the Almas and other cryptids found in various parts of the world. Some suggest that the Almas is similar to the Yeti of the Himalayas or Bigfoot in North America. All of these creatures share similar characteristics: tall, ape-like bodies, covered in hair, and often residing in remote, mountainous regions. The Almas is often seen as a regional variant of these other wild men, with many similarities in appearance and behavior. However, the Alma's unique features, such as its association with proto-humans and its occasional display of primitive tools, set it apart from its more famous counterparts. Anthropologists have also weighed in on the Alma's mystery, with some proposing that the creature could be an undiscovered relic population of early human species like Neanderthals or Denisovans. These hominids, which once roamed across Eurasia, disappeared long ago, but it's possible that small isolated groups survived in the rugged wilderness of Central Asia, avoiding detection by modern humanity. Fossil evidence of Neanderthals and Denisovans has been found in parts of Central Asia, lending some credence to the theory that the Almas might be a surviving member of these ancient human relatives. If true, this would represent an incredible discovery, proof that some of humanity's closest ancestors survived far longer than we ever imagined. On the other hand, some proponents of the Alma's legend believe the creature is not a remnant of early humans, but a species entirely apart from modern man. The Almas could be a separate evolutionary branch, a species that diverged from humans thousands of years ago and adapted to life in the mountains, much like the elusive and rarely seen mountain gorillas. While no scientific evidence has emerged to confirm this theory, it remains a fascinating possibility for cryptozoologists and researchers. If the Almas is a separate species, then it could represent an entirely unknown form of primate that has evolved in isolation from the rest of the world. The Almas of Central Asia, whether myth or reality, is a cryptid that continues to captivate the imagination. The reports of these half-human, half-animal creatures are an enduring reminder that there are still mysteries on our planet that remain unsolved. Is the Almas a relic of ancient humans? Or is it a species we've yet to identify? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Almas. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating tales from the world of cryptids and unexplained phenomena. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update, and stay curious. Who knows what mystery we'll uncover next?